What's up, buddy? It is Jason David Frank, the guy with the 3 first names and many other colors of Power Rangers. I understand you have a YouTube channel where you do what ifs. That's pretty cool, dude. Anyway, just want to send you my love. Without you guys, wouldn't be here. And just want to do a big shout out to Did Man Bones. That's your online name, and I just wanted to give you a big shout out. And you know it's morphin' time, but the night is ours. All right, buddy, ready? And it's morphin' time.
Now, I know this isn't a Power Rangers video. Come on, guys. I just had to. It's awesome. Also, I gotta thank my buddy Devil Dog Gaming for hooking me up with that shout out from Jason David Frank. Thank you, man. Thank you. Best early birthday present ever. Cue intro. Welcome, Deadites, to part 7 of What If Deku was Spider-Man. Last time we left off, the Avengers were prepping for an assault on the leader's base. As per the poll, All Might shall be joining this raid. Continuity-wise, this event is going down about a week before the results are sent in. So Katsuki is currently chilling at Maria's place and has been doing so for the past few days with the rest of his family. They had been clued in to a point and were told to keep it under wraps. All Might could be seen at the entrance to the Avengers compound. Jarvis let him in and guided him to the briefing room. All Might is here, sirs and madams. The door opens, and Deku hands his not-quite uncle a new suit. Put this on. It'll protect you from the Gamma. They began the briefing. The leader had bunkered himself down in Vegas and had himself a small army of villains with Gamma-based powers. All this madness was contained to that area at the moment, and our crew would try to keep it that way. The Avengers plus All Might enter the Quinjet, and most of the ride is made in silence. So, I hear you proposed to my aunt. All Might nodded in his head. You better treat her like the queen she is. Otherwise, you might get hurt. All Might realized that Deku didn't necessarily mean by him. Ryo was a powerful woman that could take care of herself, after all. But of course, Toshinori knew what he was getting into. Other than that little conversation, the ride was spent in general silence. Well, until they got shot down, that is. Or more accurately, the plane near them got shot down. If they didn't know that the plane wasn't occupied, their hero instincts might have kicked in, and they would have blown their cover. Once they get within walking distance... Hold on, guys. I'm gonna do some recon. Tony offered to go with him. However, her cloaking wasn't as perfect, and the heat her suit was giving off could be tracked a whole lot easier than if Spider-Man had just gone in himself. The rest of the team was rather reluctant, but they let him do his thing.
Man, I'm glad Ryo gave me such hard training.
Yes, you heard that right. He calls his aunt by name most of the time. That's how close those two are. They act more like siblings when they think they're alone. But back to the point. It would seem MODOK decked the place out with not quite Corp level tech, but still quite a ridiculous level of tech. The main fortress seemed to be shielded. That's where Wonder Man would come in. If he could siphon off enough energy for them to safely get in without flat out breaking the barrier, that would add to the stealth level. Leader pulled out all the stops. Deku was a little confused when a proximity alert went off. It's not us, boss. Someone else set it off. Spider-Man made his way to the objective when he noticed he had it in. All he had to do was get under that maintenance vehicle and he was golden. While he definitely could have gotten him in himself, this was a team mission. He'd relay what he saw to the rest of the team. Just go, Spidey. Lila sent us the map. Just avoid engaging hostiles if possible. Everyone was looking at All Might. What? You were all thinking it. Now let's assemble, move out, or whatever it is you Avengers do. All were in agreement. All Might made the right call, but from here on, command was on Tony. All Might was along for the ride, and he needed to understand that. Spidey got off before he hit a scanner. While he was certain his cloaking could hold up to scans, he wasn't so sure about his gear. That's when he saw a handy-dandy sewer access. Here we go again. Let's be honest here. Spider-Man is no stranger to the sewer system in any iteration of him. Spidey was doing well until he noticed security measures down here were beefed up as well. Who the hell puts this level of security in the sewer access? People who know you're willing to dredge in literal stucco to get the job done. Yeah, I guess you're right, Lila. If this is the worst I have to deal with, then I'm golden. Good thing we made this suit itself deodorizing. This was a nice little trek in the sewers when his spider sense went off. He managed to dodge seconds before a giant green tail could have smacked him dead in the face. And instead, the concrete it hit was, well, pretty much crushed. That really would have hurt. Yep, the lizard has arrived. Lila, what the frack is that? It appears to be a giant humanoid reptile, boss. Why he's in a lab coat, I don't know. They noticed the name on the lab coat at the same time. The beast attacking them was none other than Kurt Connors. While he did have a reptilian quirk, it was never this strong, this powerful, and this, well, ridiculous. Those fools must have experimented on him. Spider-Man and Lizard were locked in heated combat. Doc Connors, I don't want to hurt you. Fight it, damn it! Yeah, the lights were on, but nobody was home. Nobody but the Lizard, that is. The Lizard clawed at Spidey. Thanks to his accelerated vision, he saw that coming and also dodged the tail attack. Spidey was tired of this, so he cloaked and made for the ceiling to give the Lizard a test of his venom. Unfortunately, the Lizard could also cloak. Luckily enough for Spidey, the Lizard's cloaking wasn't as effective as his, and he could see faint outlines of him, thanks to his accelerated vision. Thanks to that, Spidey managed to hit the Lizard with taser webs, followed up with venom. Damn, his scales are tough. Lila, we can't leave him like this. There has to be a way to get his mind back. That's when Spider-Man remembered there was a powerful psychic in New York that could possibly help recover Kurt's mind. Unfortunately, Deku could tell just by looking that he'd probably never get out of that form, since this isn't just some gamma thing, it's his quirk on steroids. Worse than Bruce, actually. The best he could hope for was to get his mind back. That's not so bad, really. There are a lot of people out there with beast-like quirks. You know exactly who I'm talking about. The world believed Spider-Man to be one of them, actually, and the Lizard would be out for hours due to the dose he got from Spider-Man. So our boy just cocooned him in webs and left him hidden in a nook and continued onwards. His mission was to hopefully disable the security, or at least find the lag rate so his team could get in unhindered. That was the plan, however, but no plan survives first contact with the enemy, and Deku had been fighting the lizard for quite some time, so the Avengers were already in heated combat with the home team. Hulk was keeping Abomination busy while All Might was going toe-to-toe with Absorbing Man. Where the hell did he get vibranium from? Not gonna lie, All Might wasn't exactly getting his ass handed to him, but he was being forced to put more effort in than he'd usually have to. Wonder Man came in with the assist, knocking him prone. All Might follows up with a Texas smash, and Absorbing Man is down. Good thing Wonder Man didn't let him grab him, or that would have been really bad. Iron Maiden, War Machine, Hawkeye, and Shocker were shooting down drones left and right, while Black Widow was hacking the door, with an assist from, well, Jarvis. Alright guys, we're in. They were one Hulk short, though. He was still busy cleaning Abomination's clock. One left hook and an uppercut later, he was out, and anti-gamma cuffs were put on both him and Absorbing Man. However, they weren't expecting MODOK to have a giant robot of doom. Tony, this is just like Cairo. War Machine, did we not agree to never speak its name? So, what happened in Cairo? I don't know, Tasha. What happened in Budapest? Silence from both Clint and Natasha. They got the point rather clearly. Now, this is where there were problems. Tony and Roberta's suits start to seize, and then they start to attack their friends. What's worse, Shocker joins in on the fun. It was made pretty clear that MODOK was a technopath. Hawkeye fires an EMP arrow that Tony designed specifically for this type of problem. With that, their suits were forced to do a hard reboot and were out of the fight for at least 5 minutes. However, the protection offered to them by them was still functional, thank goodness. What are you guys waiting for? Smash that hunk of junk! They didn't need to be told twice. Poor MODOK was no match for these three powerhouses at once. However, the leader had anticipated this and had begun to spread the gamma gas. Soon, everyone would rejoice in the light of the gamma world. Soon, he would truly lead these fools into... They were missing one. It would appear that my pet lizard took care of that meddlesome spider. My condolences, Avengers. Your fearless leader is no more. But worry not. I shall soon take his place. What's going on? Why won't it launch? No, this can't be. I saw him die. You sure about that, Lord Conehead? 'Cause it would appear that word of my demise has been greatly exaggerated, and your gamma agent has been neutralized. He grabbed the leader by the neck, letting his talons sink deep in. He would be way too weak to fight back, even if he could. You've got till the count of 3 to tell me what you did to Kurt Connors, leader, or so help me, I'll feed you to him. Leader wasn't buying it. Spider-Man wasn't going to do that, and he knew it. Alright, I'll rephrase that. Tell me, or I'll hand you over to the Widow, and she'll work her magic, while we all go check for other hostages. That time he was dead serious, and he knew it. Good luck curing the fool. Bruce knocked him out. Don't stoop to his level, Spider-Man. Once you let the leader get in your head, he's won. A loud crash could be heard, or rather, a loud banging could be heard. Let me out of here! That voice seemed familiar to Bruce. It couldn't be. That door was fortified against smashing, so it was clearly intended to hold a Hulk, but to his knowledge, he was the only Hulk out there. They finessed the door and found a Red Hulk. Well, looky here. Jade Jaw's got him some friends. Sorry, who are you? Tony asked. But then again, good old Hulk didn't need an answer. He'd recognize that voice anywhere. Ross, is that you? Hulk asked. Yeah, one and the same. All that time spent hunting you, and now I'm just like you. Go figure. All I wanted to do was serve my country, and then I get turned into this. He's getting mad, and when Red Hulk gets mad, he gets hot. Cool your jets, General. We've got people to save, so come on and protect and serve. I've stopped the Gamma agents, so there's that, but I can't cure you. You're a case of evolution, not mutation. Ross said he knew that. His body was stuck like this for good, but it wasn't all that bad. Being a Hulk had perks. They evacuated the facility, and MODOK would now be going in the vault, while other Gamma villains were going straight back to the cube. The security in the cube had been tightened, so this shouldn't happen again anytime soon. They took a stop at Xavier's School for the Gifted, which in this instance is one of New York's more prominent hero schools. And as a matter of fact, it even serves as a higher learning institute for heroes that have already got their license but want to go beyond even further. I'm gonna say that Deku is friends with Beast, and that will be his in. Deku was sitting with his mask off in the study as he had been asked to. Tony was holding his hand and saying it would be okay. Deku's spider sense goes off and he debated putting his mask back on. But Hank was a trusted friend and he trusted the prof with his life, so it would be fine. Xavier rolls in, followed by Hank McCoy and a much more human-looking Kurt Connors. Well, in his eyes at least. As far as what's going on, he's still got the lizard body, but his facial expression is far more human. Izuku Midoriya, you're Spider-Man? How? Deku sighs and shares his story. Beast already knew it, and he was certain that Professor X knew most of it. Don't go assuming that I'm violating your mind, young man. I respected your privacy. As such, all cameras were off, and all students were barred from this room. I'm afraid it is as you feared. This is as human as your friend is getting. He's taken it rather well, and his wife is just glad he's alive. Either way, you did good work, son. Now say your goodbyes and enjoy your school life next week. Thank you, Professor. Think nothing of it, my boy. Deku would stay at Tony's place in New York. Most of the night was just spent the two being together, and only that. Deku was glad to have his Tony, and Tony was glad to have her Deku. Rest easy, Deadites, and remember, the night is ours.